Okay, good evening PSGL fans, JP here, and welcome to round 7 of the F3 Championship from Budapest. And yeah, so it should be an exciting race tonight. I hope you enjoyed the Brazil Grand Prix. Not so great in my opinion, but it is what it is. I'm going to put my phone away so people can stop questioning my professionalism and just my ability. Thank you to all those people who have commented so far, listened to the stream. Hit that subscribe button and the like button, that would be great. Okay, the state of play in the championship. I've actually done some research on this, which is not something I often do. It's actually hard to understand. Well, it's not hard to understand, but it just, if you ever look at the F3 constructors and drivers' standings, it looks like a bloody periodic table. But I can tell you that Ash Best is winning the championship, and he's got a 12-point gap over AMS, who has an 8-point gap over Sao Paulo, and who has an 11-point gap over Frank Dank, the two Ferrari drivers. There's a bit of a gap there between Yarm in 5th place, and it's Coyle, Courtois, Rossi, Notorious, and onto the podium, who rounds up the top 10. Yeah, I know. I will do that. I am the F3 commentator now, so I suppose I have to do my little bit. Yeah. Constructors, anyway. Constructors. Ferrari have a 10-point gap over McLaren, first and second, obviously. Then it's Force India in 3rd place with 81 points. Then a massive 48-point gap to Haas in 4th place. Then Williams in 5th. 6th is Mercedes, 7th is Sauber, 8th is Red Bull, Toro Rosso in 9th place, and Renault is in 10th. So yeah, that is that, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, there's been a lot of movement in the F3 Championship over the last couple of weeks. So it's not, but the top. Well, the top 10 have all been in it since the start, so that's good. But there's a lot of new people, so all those people got to play catch up. Okay, so I'm going to switch my laptop off now that I've given you the update on the standings. So hopefully make my stream a little bit better. Get off me, you... Sorry. Right, that's all sorted out. My predictions for the race. It'd probably be Ash Best and AMS in the top 2. Yeah, I reckon that's definite on the cards. That is. And I'll probably win it as well, to be honest. So yeah, me, Ash Best and MS will be on the podium, I expect. But my one hope for the race, well, I've got 2 hopes really. The first is my former F6 teammate Frank Dank. I want him to win all the races, just because I do. My second hope is I just do not want to interview Ash Best at the end of the race on the podium interviews, because I'll just interview every flipping week, and to be honest, I'm getting bored of it now. So yeah, that's the outcomes I'm hoping for in the race. It's actually gone 8 o'clock now, so technically you should be starting. We only have 15 drivers, which is disappointing. But I do know there is gaps in spaces open in F3, so but unlikely there's going to be any movement for the rest of the season. So yeah, we are where we are. So yeah, I'm just waiting for everyone to get underway. Predictions, guys, if you want to send your predictions in, that'd be brilliant. Evening Game Freaker, glad you can join me. pole time. Well, F2 did a 1:16.9 yesterday. That was by Skeven, or last night. That was by Skeven. So yeah, something similar. I predict. But Ash Best, who is obviously very quick. And then also, yeah, that's ambitious. Oh, so we got the 30-second magic number starting. So that's good. Which, yeah, I know it was very good, wasn't it? I was quite surprised, but there you go. I would not keep starting and stopping again. Yeah, I've kind of lost my trail of thought now. I'm reading all the messages on the screen, not on my phone. So we're down to nearly 10 seconds. Weather could be a factor in the race. There's been races, most of the Grand Prix I've seen so far, from F6 to F2 and F5 last night. So that could be a definite factor. And this is one of these circuits that has the quite highish wind levels. It's dubbed the Monaco without barriers, although it does have barriers because I crashed into two of them on Thursday night. But never mind that, let's move on. So yeah, just getting ready for things to get underway. If anybody in the chat is going to give me a weather update, that'd be brilliant. Skip that. Okay, so here we are. It doesn't look well. It looks dry at the minute. That's for sure. That's all I can really tell you at this stage. So just waiting for the first driver, dry or race. Oh, well, that's disappointing, really. But there you go. It is what it is. I was hoping for some wet rain. Oh, as opposed to the dry rain. I can see a McLaren and a Renault out on track. Who was the Renault driver? That was Hulkenberger. So he's going to be the first one to cross the line. Yeah, so I'm just reading the chat here. Yeah, he's going to be the first one to cross the line, so I'm going to stay on board with him for the time being. But Ash Bett is right behind him, so interesting to see what he can do. The top league for upcoming talent. Well, obviously you forgot about me, Nick. Obviously, but yeah, I know what you're saying. And there's a bit of fan base for AMS here. Well, I'd like to see him win because I would hate it if Ash wins, to be honest. Because he's an arrogant prat. There you go, he's the championship leader, he can afford to be. Right, so I'm going to go on the onboard and see what he does. He's obviously on the Super Softs. Locking up slightly there, but it's kept it nice and tight. Using all the track. Slightly wide there. Yeah, I don't think they're actually going to be setting the track, setting the tyres up the times on mediums. I just think that's what they haven't got around to changing the tyres yet. I'd be surprised anyway if that's the case. Oh, actually, saying that, you know, he has gone out. Oh, that's interesting. Not sure why we do that, but there you go. He knows what he's doing. Former F3 champion. Well, he's not. He is the F3 champion. So, yeah, interesting that. There's a Hulkenberger back to cross the line. And goes personal pole, obviously. And Ashbash immediately beats that, as expected. So let's see who's back across the line the next time round. Johan. He goes third fastest. You know me on the sixth fastest, but quite a bit of the pole time in a minute on those mediums. What can Notorious do? He goes 8th fastest. Rossi's gone second and Bad Boy third. Sao Paulo now in the Ferrari. There's a yellow flag and set to 1. Gone slightly wide there by Sao Paulo, but not the end of the world. Nice exit. He goes top 10. What can his teammate do? And he goes 5th fastest. Just Stephen and AMS to set a lap. Stephen on the medium tyres, he's just starting a lap. But AMS a bit further up the road, so I'll stay on board with him. He's got traffic in front of him, but he gets out of his way. So AMS, the only one realistically can lay down we'll pop a fight over Ashbest and see what he can do. Get a flag and set to 2. Not bad. Let's see what he does. And he goes 2nd fastest. There's just Stephen, only person not set a lap yet, but he's just about to do that. He's on the mediums. Gone out wide, slightly there. Well, he must have invalidated that lap, or he's out of lap, and I'm staying board of him still, though. So Ash only done the 1 lap so far with 1:17.4, but not too far behind him in AMS with 1:17.6. Just gone past the halfway mark of qualifying, so still plenty of time left in the session. Stephen, former F6 driver, and actually still F6 championship leader by 9 points in a minute. So it's very strange if he still wins the F6 championship, having not been in it for half a season, but it looks very unlikely. I think he had a bit of a scrappy lap there, so I don't think this is going to be an amazing time. Hello Remco. Glad you can join me. Unfortunately, Remco has no rain in the race, so it's not going to be as exciting as F2 last night, I don't think. No, that's 5 laps. And he's last with a 1:23. So let's see if I can grab someone who's, I think. F2, good start in the rain, a bit of a boring middle, and then an awesome last 5 laps. Well, it's awesome for me, not really awesome for Remco, unfortunately. But there you go. I don't want to talk about that too much because this is the F3 race. Well, qualifying at the minute. That could be invalidated. I'm not sure what the track limitations are on this track. That's pretty hard to... Oh, and he's messed that up. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can grab someone else on another lap. Yeah, and then go and boil Frank down. That's unfortunate for Hulkenberger there. No, I think Remco, you should have pitted lap 29, lap 30, and you would have had a decent chance then, but yeah, like you've got to be too greedy. Well, that was unfortunate, Abby. You missed the great last 5 laps. That's a price you pay, unfortunately, by leaving my streams. Yes, I think you would have Remco. Frank Dank goes. I didn't really see if he improved that or not, to be honest. I'm too busy reading the messages on the other side. And he's also the only person who's set in a time in a minute. They're all in the pits or in the out laps. Looks like he's going to do another quick run. I'm going to go boy Sao Paulo. He looks like he's going to start a lap soon. Yeah, I think that's old news now, Cello, to be honest. Well, a bit harsh, Abby. That is a bit harsh, but I mean, I suppose the rest did a decent job, I suppose, say, when he did that one mission in Hungary, but never mind. Still a flag in sector 1. Actually, I'd see Jenson Button back, to be honest. I don't think the sport's been the same about him, if I'm going to be honest. But we are where we are. Right, I need to start seeing some quick laps, really. I'm not really getting good coverage. I'm going for the AMS. Frank Denk has gone 4th, so that's impressive. Yellow flag in sector 3, and Stephen has retired from the session. And he's just tied in the pit lane. Interesting. I was looking at AMS, wasn't I? Oh, that's a bit harsh. I think he's a talented driver. Showing some good promise when he was in last in it. And Bad Boys, it's new bass, it's new pole time. And so AMS, I should have stayed on board on that. AMS has gone immediately quicker, 1:17.2. So Ash Best, one to watch in a minute. Currently P3. So Bad Boy pulled on a bag there, and AMS really beat it. So I'm down to nearly 10 seconds left in the session now. So everyone's going to be doing the last laps now. Oh, I would really hate it if Ashbash gets his pole time. I really would. Oh, he's bottled it. Oh, gutted. Oh well. And he's retired. Oh, what a shame. For him, let's stay on board with Rossi now. Yeah, that's brilliant. Can't be happier. That's made my night already. Yeah, Anyway, I'm try not to laugh. But he is in P3, so he's still got a decent position. Bad Boy's gone P1. P1 gone pole provisionally. What's he do? Oh, I forgot to switch. It only went P7 anyway, so it's just Carwell and Hulkenberger to cross the line. Everyone else has done a low laps and retired. So yeah, bit of a surprise there. Bad Boy is in pole position. AMS just behind him, run on the front row, and Ash Best and Young will be in the second row. Then it's Carwell, Rocco, Frank Dank in 7th place, Rossi in 8th, Hulkenberg and Salbado run up the top 10. Then you got Curtois onto the podium, Notorious, Unomi and Stephen running up the rest of the grid. Unomi stayed on the medium tyres, interesting, and Stephen did his one lap on the medium tyres, so yeah, interesting. So that was a exciting quali session there. Oh, this always makes me laugh when I see this. So we're just waiting for the session to officially end in less than a minute or so. It looks like that's happened now. Well, it doesn't matter what time you did in the first sector, Rossi. It's what matters what you do at the end of 3 sectors. So there you are, the grid, as I've already said. 15 drivers with us today. Bad Boy doing. I've lost my words now. I was about to say something and completely forgot what I was going to say, but. Never mind. So yeah, I'll move on. Obviously, guys, just know by now there's no formation lap, or there was one in F2 last night, which kind of threw me a bit, but there shouldn't be. And we still have no safety car on. I will do that. You name it. I will own people. That's what I do best. Sorry, Rossi. So, just waiting for the other drivers to do their setups and strategies. Well, I can't do the setups because you can't change them, but you know what I mean. I'm predicting Ash will crash out on the first lap. So 5, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And let's go! Bad Boy and AMS both get good starts. AMS look like they're going to have a dive bomb in the first corner. Just about alongside Bad Boy now. In fact, he's ahead of him, and he's got P1 already. Ash Best dropping back slightly to P4 now. And it's the 2 Williams who made it into the top 3 at a minute. So you've got Bad Boy and Yahoo. Carwell to span around. Oh no, there's been contact. Carwell is around and Rocco's retired from the session. That's unfortunate. I did see some collision there, but that would go back up to the front. Oh, that's unfortunate. Rocco didn't even get past the first sector, and Ash Best in 7th place. Has he got any damage? The carbon fibre flying off. There's a 5-stop go penalty for Sao Paulo. I'm not sure what that was. And Ash Best has got wing damage there. Oh, so he's having. I did say it crashed. I didn't actually think I was being serious. But he's still in the race, so that's always a good thing. He can make up some places, definitely. And there were 2 Williams drivers are firing out. In Bad Boy Yahoo. The AMS has already got a 1.3 second lead now. So he's had a great start. It's important to get that moved on in turn 1. Bad Boy under pressure from his teammates slightly, and Curtis has a good start. He's in P4. Sao Paulo in P5. Rossi in P6. Notorious might make up that position, but we've got Hulkenberger, Stephen, and Unomi on the medium tyres. So you've had onto the podium, Carwell, Ash Best all pitting, ring changes. Oh, Sauber, a double stacking. That's a disaster for them. Frank Danker's gone into the pits as well. Oh dear, that is disaster for, who is it? Carwell. It is Carwell, and he's got a time penalty as well by the looks of it. Well, yeah. You can watch it in all devices these days: Remco, phone, laptop, iPads. It's all good. Johan has got past Bad Boy, unseen by me, unfortunately, was concentrating on the pits. So yeah, he's I don't know if that was team orders, unlikely I would suggest. Let's see if I can see any battles. AMS does another fastest lap. So we've got quite a big battle here between Notorious, Hulkenberger, Stephen and Unomi. So let's have a look at that. Notorious is on the medium tyres. I didn't realise he was doing that. And obviously Unomi and Stephen on the medium. So Hulkenberger is on the super soft still. I think we get a chance to see what tyres they all went on to. Frank Dank. Actually, if I get the spectator menu up, that would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Yeah, there you go. That's easier. A Slovenian yarn, so I'd be surprised if it was well, you never know. You never know. I didn't see that, unfortunately. So yeah, Ash Best in 12th place at the minute. But like I said, he's got plenty of time to make up, and the Notorious goes slightly wide there, and Hulkenberger under pressure from Stephen. So just going aboard this battle in a minute. Not a huge amount of overtaking places on the track, but that corner there was one of them. And obviously the first corner, Hulkenberger going slightly wide. Stephen takes a bit more of a tighter line. In fact, Hulkenberger going very wide, and this will give Stephen a great opportunity now, using the slipstream. Hulkenberger is very defensive. Stephen has to go around the outside. Can he make it stick? No, might try to switch back. Bit of wheel banging. Hulkenberger shut the door on him. Will that give Unomi a chance? It would look like to go around the outside. Can't make it stick, but just the inside, but Stephen covers that move. So there Stephen was attacking 1 second and defending the next. So that's giving Notorious a bit of breathing room. But Hulkenberger under pressure now from the two medium runners, which is surprising really. He's on the super soft. Onto the podium actually, went onto a soft tyre, so he will have to stop again, as will be top 6 as it stands. Hulkenberger not having great pace at this stage of the race. It's on lap 5, so you wouldn't think that tyre wear would be an issue. Stephen not really close to him in a minute. We'll have DRS, but no, not close enough unfortunately. Hulkenberger looking up slightly, keeps going wide in the corners. Interesting to see what happens. Carbo has a 3-second time penalty, so that's insult to injury after this pit stop. Unomi dropped off slightly, perhaps trying to get out of the dirty air. Stephen running wide there. Naomi's caught up a little bit. So this is the main battle on track at the minute, with 8th, 9th and 10th places. Well, the Hulkenberger's given himself a little bit of breathing room, which is what he needs for the DRS rate. And Steven's gone way wide, and Naomi has capitalised on that. Not sure what happened to Steven there, I just see him going wide slightly, and Naomi takes the place. So that giving the Hulkenberger a lot more room now. In fact, Steven is going to the pit, so whether what's happened to him, that's interesting. Didn't see any contact with anybody. Any wing damage? There is wing damage, so he must have had contact somewhere, and he's gone onto the soft tyres. I'd imagine that would be, he'd have to stop again on that, on there, because he wouldn't. I can't think those soft tyres, as Remco said last night, well, demonstrated last night, that they just won't go to the end of the race. So AMS in the lead by 3.8 seconds over Yarham, and Bad Boy rounding up the top 3. Bit of a gap against in the top 6 now. Sao Paulo in 5th, Rossi in 6th, and you've got Vittoria's in 7th place, Hulkenberg in 8th, and you've got Naomi trying to catch up to the back of Hulkenberger now. Onto the podium is caught up to Ash Best. Onto the podium on the soft tyres. So that's a battle, but I'm going to stick with the one with Naomi in a minute. A bit too far back to have a go. Probably you can expect the super soft runners go lap 10, 11. That's why they're going to make their pit stops. Naomi's gaining, pulls out, but no, too far back. Hulkenberger locks up slightly. Onto the podium, unfortunately too far back. Trying to get slipstream, but yeah, not going to work, I'm afraid. So while we're kind of in the mid race, well, it's not mid race, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you want any questions that need answering, Hulkenberger's made a mistake, and that allows Naomi to get through. So Hulkenberger is definitely struggling at this stage of the race. Yeah, as I was saying, if you want me to answer any questions about this race or real life F1, I'll be happy to do so if I can. So I'm going to go onto the podium now that Naomi's got that move done. This is the closest bout on track now, so Ash Best is on the mediums and onto the podium's on the super subs. So super subs is the quicker, not super subs, soft tyres is the quicker tyre. As I say, I do like Ash Best's helmet. It does look pretty nice. Ash Best ever so slightly closing in on Frank Dank now. It's down to around about a second, 1.2 seconds. No, I watched it on Sky Sports, Abby. It wasn't that great, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, it was kind of like good towards the end, but no, it's not what I call a classic. So there. I won't tell you who won, just in case you haven't watched it yet. Ash Best has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I can only assume that must be track limits. So that's going to hamper his comebacks, and Stephen gets a penalty as well. So Ash Best, less than a second gap now between him and Frank Dank. So he will be in DRS range. I know he is happy, and I couldn't be happier. It's about time to Yes, I'm pleased as punch about that. I get bored of interviewing him. It's not personal, Ash. I just yeah, prefer to speak to someone else for a change. Awesome racer and all that, but yeah, just time for a change. Yeah, it's about time got taken down a peg or two. Yeah, so he hasn't really gained much on Frank Dyke in that lap, unfortunately. This is the closest battle. Oh no, hang a minute, Rossi is coming on to the back of Sao Paulo now. And Sao Paulo is closing into the back of Kurtzweiss, so he got a battle now in 4th, 5th and 6th place. Excellent. Very tight line now, Sao Paulo there. Nice camera angle, loving that. Oh, well, what I would say, Abby, don't count out Ash yet. He can pull things out of the bag. Yeah, don't discount him yet. A little bit of a mistake there from Rossi, but nothing too dramatic. Sorry, just yawning then. Yeah, back to the action. So, still on this battle now, between 4th, 5th and 6th. So I'm going to stay on board of this for a while. I'm looking down on the left hand side of the screen there, can't see any movements for the minute. AMS got a 6-second lead now. So we're on lap 10. This is when the super soft runners are going to start pitting. In fact, just as I say that, Johan pits and onto the podium pits, and so does Sao Paulo. So yeah, that's unfortunately end of that freeway battle. So this is when the medium runners who can make some progress. Well, so the medium runners are people who are on the medium to begin with. And Hulkenberg has incurred a 5-second go penalty for speed in the pit lane. I don't really know how you can do that, if I'm going to be honest. I find that quite difficult to do. If you can, but there you go. He managed it somehow. So Ash Best has made it well in way into top 10 now as a result of that, and he's closing in now on Frank Tank. If I can get to him. And onto the podium, still thereabouts. Another 3-second penalty for Notorious, who's made his way up to 5th place. Oh, look at that camera angle. As what's his name? I thought his name is Louis would say. That is Smexy. So yeah, loving that. Looks like a flipping, like one of those train sets kind of thing. But anyway, the Bad Boy and Rossi have pitted, so Kurtzweiss has stayed out as an AMS. I'm not sure that is going to affect them. On lap 12 now. I'd suggest that Frank Tank is possibly running slightly lower wing levels toward, again, compared to Ash, because Ash is not really. Frank Tank has gone ridiculously wide there. Not sure what's happened there, and that's gifted a place to Ash Best and onto the podium. Yeah, interesting why that's happened. And Unomi and Bad Boy are now very close together on track. Unomi has got his teammate Rossi not far behind him, 3.5 seconds, but on fresher rubber. Hulkenberg has retired from the session. Yeah, he's obviously hit a barrier at some point and he's decided to just retire. It's a bit naughty really, shouldn't be doing that, but there you go. And he was the host and he's left, which is a massive no-no. Shouldn't be doing that, really. So I hope that's not going to cause any problems to the lobby. Yeah, unless he's just had unless he's got internet issues, but it didn't seem that way. But anyway, back to the race, and I forgot what I was covering now. You know, he was closing the back of Bad Boy, but Bad Boy's kind of pulled away now. He's on fresher tyres as well. So yeah, Chris back on track then. Sao Paulo, Ash Besson onto the podium, but Sao Paulo, Ash just made a pit stop and he's on the quicker tyre, but Ash Best has got some pace, as we all know. And lap 13, ANS and Courtois still haven't pitted, so that might give some opportunities for Johan there. And Notorious, maybe not Notorious, but Johan might have an opportunity. I don't know actually what a pit, how much pit time is on this track. Courtois pits, and he's gone on he's on the mediums, and he comes back out in 6th, 7th place now, and right in front of Sao Paulo, Ash Besson onto a podium battle. Oh crikey, almost, and that's been a disaster for Courtois. He's getting mugged here by Sao Paulo, and Ash Best will go on the inside. So Courtois has left it quite late to pit, and he's paid a penalty for that. Onto a podium not far behind him either. So for that 14, ANS still on those super soft tyres. But it has got 25-second lead, so I don't know, perhaps he could get in and out before he pits. Yeah, I'm not really making much headway, it has to be said, and he does pit. So I'll go on board with him if I can get up there. That's very nice, Chile, great stuff. So AMS, yeah, he's got a comfortable lead, to be fair. So yeah, I was panicking over nothing really. Well, I wasn't really panicking, but you know. So main battle on track, the four-way battle now. 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th place. In fact, Sao Paulo is not far behind, you know me, to be fair. Yarm incurs a 3-second time penalty. Oh, you know me and Rossi very close together on track. That's what I was seeing a minute ago. And a 3-second penalty for Courtois. So two Mercedes drivers battling out. So Ash Best at the minute, championship leader, is in P8. But we'll just stop again, and Stephen gets another penalty. About next 6 seconds for him now at least. Sao Paulo running slightly wide. Yarm has lost position to Bad Boy. I didn't see that. So has Johan made a mistake somewhere? I'm not sure. I'll go back onto the battle though. I can see Frank Dank at the back of the screen, so this could end up in a 5-way battle. AMS actually won the last race in Great Britain, so if it stays as it is, he could be his second victory in a row, which is likely at this stage unless something really dramatic happens. So Sao Paulo, Ashbash, Cactois and onto the podium. They're closing in this battle between Rossi and Hinomi. Well, it's not really a battle anymore. Rossi's pulled out a bit of a gap. Ashbash very close to the back of what do you mean you don't think so? So Ashford's gaining, but not enough, not as much as hope. Oh, he's dive bombed, he's been very late in the brakes, wheel banging, arms in the air. And yeah, he's made that stick. So Sao Paulo caught him napping there. He's been mugged really. He will want to get that place back. So they've pulled away now from Kurt Russell onto the podium. So Ash Best, that's P7. You see Rossi closing on the back of the Toyota now. So I might just switch to that battle for a second. Lovely helicam. He might make a move down on the inside here, or the outside even. No, but the choice has gone a bit wide there. That might give Rossi an opportunity. He will probably have to switch to the inside though. But the choice does get a good exit, but Rossi will have DRS. Later on the brakes, yeah, that is quite an easy move done there. And Ash Bass has closed on the back of Unomi now. Come on, Unomi, don't let him through. Unomi, former F6 driver and current F3 champion. He's going to use all his experience here to keep Ash Best behind him, but he's not about to do that for too much longer. There's a bit of wheel banging there. Unomi still stays ahead. Yellow flag and set to 2. Not sure what that is for. Sao Paulo as... Oh, that was right behind that battle as well. I'm not sure what happened there. But I'll go back on board with Unomi and Ash Best. Ash Best all over the back of Unomi now, try and run the outside. We'll probably switch to the inside. Oh, using the back end slightly. Where are my... I don't know what that means. Ash Best very late in the brakes in that turn 1, trying around the outside. Can't get it done again. Might try to switch back. I know he's sticking around the outside, but Unomi, no, it'll be and Ash Best has an inside the next corner. But Unomi carried slightly more speed, used all of the track and then some. So Ash Best is going to try and think of something else. Not really overtaking spots around here, but Chu League Racing. Okay, I think you may have 2 races. Okay, I don't know who they are, to be honest, so I can't help you there. So Kurtzwise closes in on this battle now because obviously Ash Best and Unomi losing a bit of time. So something has happened to Yarham. Yarham has pitted. I've missed that in all of that. I've been concentrating on this battle so much I'm not really seeing. Yarman's pitted, now he's on the soft tyres. That's a shame for him, and now that's put him down to P9. So you've got AMS still out in front. He's got 8.3 seconds lead ahead of Bad Boy, who has a 10-second lead in front of Rossi now in Mercedes. Onto opponents at the fastest lap of the race. In 10th place, you know, we're going slightly wide. Ashbest trying to go around the outside again. He looked to go on the inside now. No, thinks better of it. And Courtois is closing in all the time. And Frank Dank's not too far behind as well. So it could be like a further battle. You know, we're going slightly wide. That'll give Ashbest opportunity to go in the inside. Oh! Oh dear. I think... Oh, I'm not sure what I think about that one, guy. You have to make your own mind up about that. I think Ash gave, you know me, a bit of a thump there. Putting really wide as Zoe, you know me, has lost 1, 2, 3 positions. So that could be, well, I wouldn't like to preempt the stewards. Depends if you know me complains about it or not. That could be a penalty. Yeah, Hulkenberger. I don't know what's happened to you, but you're not really supposed to leave if you're the host, because it causes all sorts of problems in the lobby. Thankfully, it doesn't seem to have affected this one, but yeah, you're not really supposed to do that. Bad Boy push. Hi, policeman, aka JT Killer. Wow. Well, that's an interesting turn of events. Jan gets a 3-second penalty. Just a bit of a shock about that. I'm going to be honest, that Ashbest is in 5th place now, and you know me, he's gone down to 8th. But yeah, so it is what it is. Interesting to see what will happen post race. It's a shame I can't really yeah, well, I can understand my frustrations do run high, mate. I've been in a foul mood ever since my F6 race last Thursday. I kind of wanted to throw my PS4 out the window, if I'm going to be honest, but I know what you mean. But luckily it doesn't seem to have affected the race too much. Bad Boy catching AMS in the race, you think? No, I don't think so. AMS pitted on lap 14, 15 or something like that. So I think he'll get those soft tyres to the end. I'm pretty sure it was you arrogant git. I think you knew that. Came third. That's great stuff. You won the F6 race, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you knew that. Yeah, I bet you did. So Ashbest slightly pulling away now from Courtois, Frank and you know me. But that is still the closest battle on track. Onto Bowden, gets a 3-second penalty. A lot of penalties being incurred here. I'm not really sure how they do that, but then again, these guys are a lot faster than me, so that's probably why they use a bit more of a track than I do. I'm not going to indulge you guys anymore. I've had enough of that, to be honest. So yeah, you can play your own game. I'll win the next race anyway. I was only leading you guys to the false sense of security. You know me gets a 3-second stop time penalty. Oh god. Yeah, I'll probably win it by half a lap, I expect. So kind of a bit of a lull here now. Not much action happening. You know me catching on the back of Frank Dank. Thank God we're at a proper track next, but this is glorified. Yes, I know that. Yeah, I think if you know me takes it to the stewards, I think Ash Best will get a penalty coming his way, and Frank Dank pits, surprisingly. Oh, that's very kind of you. I was trying to be a bit nice about it, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I was 6 or 7. Yeah, so that battle's ended now between Unomi and Frank Dank, unfortunately. Frank Dank is on the soft tyres, and he's in 10th place. He's kind of got nothing to lose at the minute. And the Taurus has got up to the back onto the podium, and now on the Taurus is in the super soft, so he's pitted again, obviously. AMS now have a 10-second lead. The top 3 are still the same, and Ash Best is actually in 4th place and onto the podium. Has had a bit of a moment there. Doesn't like he's hit any barriers, just had a bit of a spin. Ash Best is, can you believe it, is 2 seconds off a podium position, but I'm sure he's gonna have to pit again. Hello, Lashundrick. Where's your face reveal? Well, I don't know if I will. I mean, I'm sure he's going to have to pit again. I'm sure he's going to pit again. I could be wrong. I know I have been once before, but I'm sure he's going to pit again. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. I think he did something in Russia similarly at a moment where he crashed out in the first couple of laps, but then had an amazing comeback. Put cam on? No, I won't be doing that. No, I'm far too good looking. Yeah, bad boy P3. He's in P2. I think you find. So yeah, closing onto the back of Lewis, get your butt. Carwell sets new fastest lap of the race, and Ash Best does pit now, so surely he'll be going to the super soft tyres for the last 9-10 laps of the race. So where will he come out? He's dropped down to 5th already. Sixth. It's F2 all over again. What do you mean by that? Streamer, what's your PSN? JP Greenwood. Right, where was I? So Ash Best comes out in 7th place, just in front of Frank Dank. And he's not too far behind Notorious, so he can only go up from move forward from this stage. He's on the quicker tyres, and he's got softs and medium runs in front of him, so he may be able to do something here. I think the podium positions are a bit out of reach for him, but nevertheless it's a good recovery drive. I will go and check up the fuel in a minute. Just loving this Helical. That data, that's or is it telemetry? Yeah, that's what I need. I can't leave the party just yet, mate. I'm in a bit of commentary, mate. Oh, go on, actually, yeah, I will. Alright, I'll quickly leave. Oh, I can't do that. Sorry.
Here he is. How's it going?
Oh, you. I can't stay in this one
Why?
because I can't. I can't. I got to do my own part again. Sorry about that. I couldn't join your party because I need to do interviews afterwards, and there'd be too many people in the chat. And yeah, there's about 4 of you in there then. Yeah, I know. I like little blocks. So I've kind of missed all that now. Where were we? Ash Best right on the back of the tourist now, so this could be into P5. No, I thought it was you wanted to commentate with me, to be honest. That's why I joined. I didn't realise I had other people in there as well. My bad. Don't get this on Sky Sports. So we're down for the last 7-8 laps now. First and F2 championship now. Yeah, he's nothing like blowing your own trumpet, is there? Ash P3, 7-8 laps to go. How he's 9. Yeah, kind of 9 seconds away. Possible, but the laps are tumbling down. I need to find a closer battle, really, to be honest. Frank Dank is closing on a bit back of Notorious now. And you know me, it's mugged him out of nowhere. It's not Naomi, sorry, Rossi, beg your pardon. Yeah, we'll do that, mate, if you want. And you know, Rossi not done there. He's looking to get past the Notorious. He'll go down on the inside. Does so. Oh, and he's gone wide though. Let's give Notorious and Frank Dank the places back. Oh, that's a shame. That. Hello, Big C. But Frank Dank going around the outside Notorious. Couldn't get it done. Oh god, this has been exciting. I'll tell you what, this is a good race. Oh, that's controversial. That sounds like fighting talk. So this is a great battle now between 6th, 7th, 8th place. Sao Paulo has a 3-second penalty because he still hates Notorious gone slightly wide. Frank Dank and Rossi have got past him. So Rossi will try and get past now. Frank Dank. Right down the inside maybe. No, he will look to do it on the pit straight. He's pushing him around the corner. I'll go and have a bit of on-board action. So 5-6 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's top 3 still. Oh, hang on a minute. Courtois has made it into the top 3. I missed that. Rossi couldn't get past Frank Dank at a minute, but we'll have DRS, and he's lost the back end slightly. That'll give Frank Dank a bit of breathing room. There's some random things being said on these messages, by the way. So Ash Best 3 seconds behind Yarham now, but actually has a one. So he's closing all the time, but still I think he's not gonna have enough laps left to get that top 3. I don't think he will, mate. I know you want him to. I don't want an interview. I hate it if he gets on the podium. I really will hate it if he gets on the podium. I don't want to speak to him anymore. I speak to him every flipping week. If he gets it, it will suck. Bad time. Do you want to be looking at it? Like, yes, I am thinking that. Rossi now ever so close on the back of Frank Dank, but it's gone slightly wide. That'll give Frank Dank a bit of breathing space. No dive bombs yet. Yes, I think I will. I think Zebra said he was going to have his internet problems fixed on the 20th. Yeah, I'll be commentating until then. What happened to Ash Best? He had some contact. I didn't quite see who it was. He had contact with, but he had some contact in the first few corners, and as a result of that, I had to make a pit stop, front wing change, and it's kind of been a recovery drive ever since then. He went onto mediums, and he pitted on lap 26 onto the super softs. So he's done well to get back up to 5th place. Oh yes, you are right. I beg your pardon. Good spot there, Hulkenberger. And Jarms goes wide, and that's giving Ash Best an easy opportunity now to get past him. And he's 1.3 seconds. Oh no! Please don't let this happen. Oh, come on, Kurt Joyce. Come on. Come on, Kurt. Do not let him get past you. You never know, Ash Best might lose position to Jarheim. But no. Come on, Kurt Royce. Oh no, he's ever so close. I can't believe. Yeah, I know. Yeah, go on, Kurt. Everyone's cheering for Kurt Royce. Oh no, it's gonna happen eventually, isn't it? Kurt Royce on the mediums, Ash Best on the super softs. No. No. Yeah. I think that might be a bit harsh. Oh, I was looking around the outside. No. Oh. Oh, I think it's running out of time. Curtis going defensively. Oh, but Ash Best goes late on the brakes, I expect. Oh, he's done it. Oh. So, yeah, I'm going to have to interview him, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. But. Damn it. Anyway. Yeah, I can't knock his talent. He's good. Yeah, well, I mean, he will finish on the podium, but he will. There's going to be a stewards and car, I think. I don't know how that's going to play into it. I think he's got a complaint to make towards Ash Best. Yeah, that'd be nice. Undoubtful though. He's only had these super softs on for a short time. So quite a battle now actually. 4th, 5th and 6th place in all of that. So Kurt Royce, Jarheim and Frank Dank. No mate, I can't do that. And Jarheim now alongside Kurt Royce. Kurt Royce is going backwards at the minute. He looks to try and go around the outside. Kurt Royce hanging around though. But no, I think Jarheim's got that move done. Oh, ever so close to each other. I need to go in broadcast mode really. Onto the. Sorry. Who's that behind him? Who's the... Oh, it's Carwell. That threw me a little bit. Carwell trying to unlap himself. Yeah, he's in 13th and looking for some. So we're on the last lap now. Bloody hell, where's the laps of tumbling down? So Yeah, 3-second penalty for Notorious. Crikey. I mean, I had time to draw a breath in all of this. And if AMS gets a puncture, but oh, don't be so bloody horrible. I don't think he's going to get a puncher. So I'm going to remind myself to switch off him, otherwise I won't see the rest of the field coming through. But it doesn't seem to be any close gaps. So this looks like the finishing position for most people. Oh god, just try and get my breath back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a decent race. As we said, as much as I hate that I'm going to interview in a minute, I think Ash Best, driver of the day, brilliant recovery drive there from him. So AMS about to cross the finishing line now. His second race in a row. Carwell's been disqualified, crikey. And Bad Boy, a decent P2 for the Williams team. And that's a lap car behind him. I believe that's Stephen. You know he gets a 3-second penalty. Ash Best wasn't that far behind him, to be honest. No, losing the back end slightly. That would have been funny if it crashed out. Jan will come in P4. Curtois in P5, or Woolley, Frank Duncan P6, Rossi P7, Notorious with P8. I've missed it, and I haven't. And onto the podium, we'll round up the top 10. Then Sao Paulo finishing on the last lap and the last person to finish the race. Wow. Okay, well, I am going to have to try an interview. I'm not in the F3 chat, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. Ash, if you're listening, can you invite me to the chat so I can do a group invite for the podiums, please? Otherwise, I don't know how to do it. I've got to, unfortunately. I've got to. No one hates interviewing him more than I do. But that's what I've got to do, unfortunately. So AMS, I don't know if he's got a mic. So right, okay, I'm invited now, so I'll just try and
Hello.
the person who I didn't want to speak to is here. And Bad Boy here as well. Alright, let me do the interviews, yeah? You wait your turn. I'll find if AMS has got a mic a minute. I suspect not, because he wasn't on last week. Let's see what he said. Oh, wrong chat. Come on.
AMS doesn't have a mic.
Oh, you could have told me that. Alright, okay, well, Bad Boy, you here?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's get this over and done with then. Congratulations to both of you on your podium finishes. Bad boy, I'll start with you. Not the greatest of starts. He lost the lead into the first corner there. How did that start go for you? Did you just have a bad start, or was it just a great manoeuvre by AMS?
Well, into turn one, it was a great manoeuvre by AMS, but even on my medium traction, I got a lot of wheel spin.
Yeah.
I struggled to get off the line, and then going into turn one, he had his nose ahead, so I couldn't really do much.
Okay, so after that, you was battling with your teammate for most of the race. How did you get past him in the end? Because I didn't actually see that on camera.
Well, in the first time when I let him pass, I knew he was quicker than me, so I let him pass, and then he decided to return the favour when I was going quicker than him.
So I did suspect team orders were there, and I was right. So anybody who said I didn't, I was wrong. You can shut up now. Right. Ash, flipping heck. Speak to you every week, and I thought I might have a week off now, but no. Congratulations on your third place. I did see you crash. I didn't actually see how you crashed. You lost you didn't crash. You just lost some bit of front wing there. What happened?
Basically, I got a decent start. That was good. I moved to the inside to defend from Yarham. That was good. I just stepped on for a bit too much, lost the back end. Yarham was ahead of me. And that big right curb into turn 3, I braked on it and I broke really late. And then I'm just in a sandwich. Carwell's in front of me all of a sudden. I have my front wing in there. Carwell just turns in, loses some of my front wing. Crashes, then all of a sudden I'm just sideways, lose another part of my front wing, and now I have to pit, and well, I made an epic comeback from there.
Yeah, even if you do say so yourself. So during that epic comeback, as you said, there was an incident between yourself and me. Now, as I saw it, I think you gave him a little bit of a thump off the track there, but how do you see it?
To be honest, I think I should have left a bit more room, and I forgot that, then I forgot that thingy, me, I had a bit of wing damage, so he couldn't turn as much, so yeah, he just spun, well, not spun, but got...
shot wide
onto the outside. Yeah, shot wide. So apologies for that.
Do you reckon you might be incurring some sort of penalty by stewards, or do you reckon you'll get away with that one?
Maybe not really. It's a tough decision, and I'll probably go to the stewards.
Oh, okay, right. Can't think of anything. I'll just. Belgium coming up next, a very different track. So to you first, bad boy. How you feel? What are your thoughts about that one?
Belgium's an okay circuit for me. I'll just do what I did for Hungary and do a lot of practice, see how long tyres go, and see how it goes from there.
Weather could be a factor. Always could be the case in Spa. What about you, Ash?
To be honest, I'm just for Belgium. I'm actually hoping to not get involved in any incidents this time. I've already got involved in an incident with Rossi in Britain, and now with Carl here. So I'm just hoping to start on the front row, get a good start, and if it rains, well, we'll see. I don't know really. Just a track I like, but never drove it with no traction, so we'll have to see what happens.
Okay. Right, now as far as your championship lead is concerned, it's been cut in half now. It's down to 6 points. What are your thoughts about that? Do you still feel confident for the rest of the season, or are you a bit more worrying now?
I'm kind of hoping AMS takes the lead so he can get the first place curse.
Right, okay.
But in seriousness, I hope I just get a clean race and start pulling away again. Hungary, I was feeling confident, and with my pace, as you saw at the end, I was just flying.
Okay, cool. Bad boy, obviously this is only your second race in F3, so you're always going to be playing catch up with the rest of the field. What would be your ideal finishing position? Would you say top 10, or is that a bit far to reach yet?
Say top 10 could be reachable, but it just like depends how luck goes in the races and how I do.
Yeah. Well, obviously we know from your F6 days you've got some pace, so achievable. I haven't really got any other questions to ask you. So I thank you for everyone watching my stream tonight. I had a lot of viewers and a lot of questions coming my way. But yeah, I'm going to call it a days, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to both of you on your podium finishes. And I'll be here again next week. And guys, you can watch me on F2 next Saturday, so I'll be there as well. So yeah, see you guys later.
Oh my god, that was